Let me ask you guys something. And a guy sent me this and he wanted me to talk about it. He sent me three pictures. And in those three pictures was three pictures of a housing projects, the ghetto. And at the top it said, listen, and at the top of that picture it said, this is how the ghetto look under Bush. This is how the ghetto look under Obama. And this is how the ghetto look under Trump. And this is how the ghetto look under Joe Biden. The moral of those pictures, nobody would change your nobody would change your situation unless you change it. And nobody is stopping you from change. Nobody is stopping you. We grab this. Nobody is stopping you from reading this book. Nobody is stopping you from reading this book. Nobody is stopping you to make a decision to educate yourself on financial literacy. And I believe a lot of people doesn't understand financial literacy until they are buried in debt. And some will never understand financial literacy. What you have to come to grips with is nobody is coming to save you, not the presidency, not your family members. Only you are responsible for you. And it's a guy I just started watching his podcast, his YouTube channel. I think it's called Smart Money Bro. And one of his quotes is the only the only person who's gonna save the older you is the younger you, the person right now. Look, I remember welding on this job when I was like 22 years old. When I had worked with this older guy, he was like in his 40s. And on this job, it was a repair job. They had brought in two drill ships. And basically with those two drill ships they brought in, we was gonna work 84 hours a week, 7 days a week, 12-hour days until the drill ships left. Honestly, it was like a 90-day job. So around this time, I'm still staying with my parents. I don't care. And so we all kind of knew this job was gonna play out. And I remember this one guy. I still remember what this guy looked like to this day. I remember what he drove. I just don't remember his name. But I remember, we was all kind of, man, look, let's not rush. Let's just chill, make the money. When the job over with, we all laid off. But he was just rolling, rolling, rolling. We were like, hey, man, slow down. And I remember, I say about day 70, day 75, they had dropped a big axe and they had laid so many people off. And we had all, what they did, they took the best beat. One drill ship was leaving and the other one was staying. So on the drill ship they were staying, no, this is what they did. The drill ship I was on fixing to leave. So they told me and probably 30 more guys, hey, y'all roll up. We going over here to this drill ship. We rolled up, got over there, and then they went on that drill ship and laid an additional 30 people off. So as stuff started winding down, we start closing up all the inserts, laying people off, laying people off, laying people off, laying people off, laying people off. And I remember the guy said, man, I'm glad I was rolling the way I was rolling. He said, because, man, I think this kind of saved my job a little bit. And I remember the guy name at that time, but I don't remember his name today. So stuff started getting slower and slower and slower and slower and slower. I was already started looking for another job. So boom, I had got laid off. And I had got laid off, went to this contractor's office. And I remember the guy, when I walked in, the guy said, we're just going to use Daryl because I don't know the guy's name. When I walked in, I said, yeah, I'm here to talk to somebody about see if that y'all was hiring welders. Daryl, we've been waiting on you. He said, I heard about the good job you did over there, such and such. I said, no, I'm not Daryl, I'm Michael. He said, oh, yeah, just fill in the application. And I remember, I was like, dang, man. I said, man, that man was right, man. You want to make a name for yourself on these jobs, right? And I remember after filling out the application, I jumped in the car and I was headed back home. And as I was when I was jumping on the highway going all the way down, Daryl was riding by me. He had the black shades on, arm out the window with that green Chevrolet truck, smiling. I said, man, he got that job already locked in. Only you will provide a way for the older you. Only you right now can better your tomorrow. And Daryl, the whole 90 days on that job, was building him up. He was building him a bridge to go to the other job. And we was all lollygagging. So the moral of the story is the presidency can't save you. Everybody right now is Kamala or Trump. Guess what? If Kamala wins, I'm still gonna do what I've been doing. If Trump wins, I'm still gonna do what I've been doing. But if Kamala wins, the ghetto will stay the same. If Trump wins, the ghetto will stay the same. It's up to the individual to change his circumstances.